On this episode of Doing the Most, we are at Oktoberfest in Edmond. Grovetoberfest in Edmond, Oklahoma. And this is Crispy Boi Summer.
Crispy Boi Summer, you can bet I'm a stunner. Crack a cold one, no bummer. It's a Crispy Boi Summer.
I'm here with my buddy Garrett from Man-Made Mead. We're about to pour, what do we have, 6 tons? We have 30 gallons.
Alcoholic, 1 non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
30 gallons of brew.
30 gallons of brews here, and we will probably empty out most of these kegs. And I thought, it's hot outside, it's breezy. We also have to set up 2 hours in advance, so there's plenty of time to record a quick video. And today we're gonna try a session mead that is packed with lime flavor, lime juice, lime zest. This is Zest Quest.
Zest Quest.
And here's how it's made. This mead begins with 1 1/4 pounds of honey in our carboy, on top of which goes 12 ounces of store-bought lime juice, like real lime or any other brand you trust. Then we're putting in 1 gram of wine tannin and filling that up with water. Once we're about to the halfway mark, we'll go ahead and give it a good shake with our sanitized hands to make sure everything is combined. And then we'll top it off with more filtered water to the 1 gallon mark. Then we're adding in our wine yeast. And of course, 1 teaspoon of Fermento yeast nutrient. Then we'll just let that ferment. Meanwhile, we need to zest 10 key limes because we're going to be putting their zest in secondary. Once fermentation is done and we have confirmed that with several consistent hydrometer readings, it's time to get it racked over. Add your lime zest. Mine here is frozen. And we are going to add 8 ounces of erythritol. Erythritol is a non-fermentable sweetener that tastes a whole lot like sugar, so the yeast can't eat it, meaning you can have a sweet session mead. Once all that's in, give it a little bit of a stir, and then just let it clear. You're going to want to leave that zest in for, at least a week, maybe 10 days. Then each of our 12-ounce beer bottles will get 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar. This sugar can be eaten by the yeast, and so they will leave behind some carbonation that will be trapped inside those bottles. And then you just bottle away. Seal up those bottles with crown caps and it will hold that pressure in. And in 4 to 6 weeks, you should have a nice sparkling session mead. And of course, we are bottling through a brew bag because of all that zest. We don't want any of that getting into our bottles. Just sanitize a brew bag, wrap it around your racking cane, and bottle away. So now that you've seen how it's made, you need one of these fancy cups. Oh yeah, you need one of these. These are our cute little cups for children. We carbonate Kool-Aid and serve it to the kids because it makes our booth more popular. So someday I'm gonna do like pro tips for pouring events, but carbonated keg of Kool-Aid, big pro.
It is a big, easy win.
All right, Garrett, do you want to talk about what it means to be a member or patron on YouTube?
It means that you love us. No, what it really means is that you want to support the channel beyond the basic liking or subscribing, which is all very important, but homebrew channels are not run on those 2 things. Unfortunately, they do require lots of money in order to buy the ingredients, to continue to the production of videos, and so your support via those things allows us to go further. So we appreciate all those people who take the next step, and if you can't do that, that's totally fine as well. Just hitting like and subscribe does make a difference if you're able to go further with $2, however much BC is charging nowadays.
$69 per month.
You help us even more.
Well, Garrett, thank you for being a part of this series. This is, I think, your second tasting of
It is serious.
So Again,
Looks beautiful.
thank you. It's bottle conditioned, sweetened with erythritol, and again, packed with lime flavor. So this is not going to be sweet. This is going to be...
It's got a lot of lime on the nose. Ooh, very, very carb. The lime is definitely like up front.
Yep.
Very pithy. It was like, did you use real lime? The zest?
Yeah. So there's lime juice in primary and there's lime zest in secondary.
Okay, the zest is really presenting like an extra strong. There's the lime juice, but that zest has its own character.
Yeah, and it's sweet enough that you pick up some of that honey backbone.
Yeah, it's not dry. Definitely not dry. It definitely has sweetness, but it's not leaning to this super sweet side. I think I've said this about erythritol before, but if you go overly sweet with erythritol, you get a very apparent taste. So there's a fine tightrope line with erythritol you have to ride in order to get the enough sweetness without killing your brew.
For sure. Yeah, no, this is one of my favorites, I think, from the series. For one, it's really, really simple. For two, it's really, really refreshing. It drinks like a limeade.
Yeah, and like a Sprite, kind of like
Lemon lime soda.
Mm-hmm.
Zest, citrus zest is such a nice hack for flavor. Especially if you've brewed something that's kind of flat and boring. Throwing a little zest into it just livens everything.
It does. Juice is great, but zest is where you get like most of the real, I feel like, stronger characters.
Yeah. You know, the last one of these that I had you taste was Shimmerade, which was my hibiscus lemonade. And we talked about how much better it would be if it was sweetened with honey and kegged. I feel like this is exactly the same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know, put a pound of honey in a 5-gallon keg and rack on top of that.
Yes, this is fantastic for what it is, being back sweetened with erythritol, but honey does take a mead. It should take a mead to the next level because that's the main component of it.
So we've made a ton of bottle conditioned carbonated session meads in this series. But I do want to encourage you, if you've got the capacity to put together a keezer or a kegerator and get into kegging, every one of these
stuff behind us,
would be a level up if you're sweetening with honey in a keg and carbonated.
I don't want to say it's hard to go back, but it is hard sometimes to go back once you start force carbing. You're like, this is so easy.
It hasn't been like weirdly challenging. You know, I love the carbonation of bottle conditioning. I think it's a nice, consistent, foamy carbonation. Whereas I do find that carbonating with, force carbing kind of leads to a more aggressive sparkle.
Yeah.
But I had a few of these though that I was a little concerned whether or not they were going to carb, especially this is lime juice, right? It's pretty acidic to get that second fermentation in the bottle.
Yeah, that pH really could be impacted, but it's still very good. Highly recommend this recipe.
Make sure you subscribe to this channel and to his channel. I will put a link to Man Made Mead's channel in the description here, but you probably know where to find him. And we both have Discord servers, so hop on Discord, be part of the mead making community online, share your recipes, share your thoughts, come in, get some advice from our really experienced members. And like Garrett said, it's always nice when you support our channels financially. Even $1 a month makes a big difference because honey is expensive.
It is. Yeah.
So again, Garrett, thank you so much for being here. I hope that this event is as successful as it always is. I plan to go home with
empty kegs. Here's to empty kegs.
empty kegs and hopefully people's choice yet again. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Knock on
kegs.
Knock on kegs. Until next time, happy brewing and cheers.
Homemade brews and various how-tos, everything from mead to roast, bake creation, fermentation, inebriation, doing the most.